What's up YouTube, this is Donald of Zephyr Wargames, or the Shy Pianist here. Here we have today Joe, who will bring our
Predaplant Link Ready deck
profile. So without ado, Joe, off you go.
Right, so to start off we have your standard engine nowadays, which is the 3 Scorpio and the 1 Cobra. Scorpio is amazing in this deck, it's what this deck needed for a long time. Ditch a card, special summon Predaplant from your deck, simple as that. And when you special summon Cobra, Cobra can search out polymerization or any card with fusion in its name. So you've got those. That ratio seems to, is always best in my opinion, even in the pure build. You don't want to get more Cobras because you don't want to dead draw them. Next we have 3 Predaplant Clamacea Dew. There's a polymerization on legs. You can fusion summon from your hand or field any dark fusion monster. Yes, a dark fusion monster. You can also use monsters in your opponent's field that have Predapt counters on them, and when you do, they are treated as dark attribute. So with 1 card in the main deck, you can give your opponent Predapt counters, summon this. You're essentially conjuring them away, using them as a fusion fodder for a Starving Venom or Chimera Ephlesia. Next we have the Searcher and the Battle Fader, which is Predaplant Celestia Ant. When you attack directly, you can special summon this card, and when this card battles after damage count, it destroys both monsters. And when this card is sent from field to graveyard by any means, whether it's by battle or fusion, you can search your deck for any Predapt card and add it to your hand. I think 3 is necessary. You can drop it down if you want to, but that's personal preference. 2 Spinodenia. This is your way to give your opponent Predapt counters. When this card is summoned, you can give your opponent a Predapt counter. Monsters with Predapt counters are level 1 if they're 2 or higher, and they I think they're treated as dark. No, they're not. They're just they just become level 1. And he's 1800. After damage calc, if he does battle, you can special summon any Predapt monster from your deck. So it's a nice little searcher if you have to. And 1800 is not exactly something to laugh at. And for last with the Predaplants, I play just the 1 Predaplant called Zephyr. When this card is in your graveyard during your standby phase, you can banish it and special summon 2 Predapt monsters that are level 4 or below from your graveyard, but you cannot summon for the rest of this turn except fusion summons. So if your board has been right, but you can do a fusion summon on your next turn, you just need the monsters. This monster is perfect from the graveyard and can get you into that fusion play. So those are the Predapt monsters. I then play 3 Lone-Fire Blossoms. It searches out pretty much every plant in your deck. One thing I see people doing, which I don't quite understand, is that you go Lone-Fire, 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 and then the monster.
Mills deck.
Yeah, I understand that bit, the milling of the deck, but I feel like for this kind of deck, where most of your cards are plants, I kind of like to keep the Lone-Fires in the deck, just because then every time I draw a Lone-Fire, I've essentially drawn a 4th, maybe 5th copy of every plant in my deck. So, but that's just me, that's just something I wanted to mention. But 3 Lone-Fires, you got to play it. Your link is go through, but at the same time, go through also helps out with your fusion summon plays, just because the tokens it gives are darks. Those tokens can then be used for Chimera Ephlesia. Go through is also dark, so you can count to your Starving Venom, Chimera Ephlesia and all that, but being able to give you the tokens so you can go into your link monsters. So you've got to play 3 go through in my opinion, unless it gets like limited or banned or anything like that. And then I round up the main deck with Max C, because the deck needs consistency other than Allura, which, speaking of, we play 3 of. 3 Alluras is a dark based deck, everything other than Lone-Fire and Max C is a dark, so got to play it. 3 Predapt Dueling. It's your premature burial for Predaplants. You can just target Predaplant in your graveyard, equip it with this card and special summon it. And when this card leaves the field, destroy a monster. So you've got to play at 3. And I play 1 Predaplants. I know in Dale's builds he plays at 2 and I understand it. But I feel like Predapt Dueling is just a lot better, and I'd rather see Predapt Dueling before Predaplants. And to be honest, you only need 1 in play. Once you have the 1, that's kind of it. If they get rid of it, they get rid of it. You've got your Predaplants still. One fusion recycling plant. This is a tech that I really enjoy in this deck. I don't play terraforming to search it because it's not necessary, and you can search it out with Cobra anyway. But the one thing I like to do is Cobra, search this, activate this, ditch a card, search a polymerization, go up with a fusion play. It's a little bit longer, but once this is in play, every time you fusion some, you get something back, one of those materials. So it's a fusion recovery in a way. So I really like that. Just like with the Fluffle deck, this engine I really like. This ratio is 2 polymerization and a substitute, just because again, Starving Venom's requirements, stipulations is also the same as substitute, but substitute is also consistency and recycling of your fusions, which is always nice. One ultra polymerization. This is a really nice card in this deck. You pay 2k, this can't be changed to, and it's kind of like a super poly in a way. You can fusion something from your field, a fusion monster, and then you can banish it from the graveyard, bring back those materials with 0/0, I think that affects the gate as well, and you can go into another fusion play. So it's really nice, it helps you get into 2 fusions in a turn, with Fleasia and then into Starving Venom. It's a really nice card. One instant fusion, you could bump this up to 2. I like the target I use for this is 1000 Eyes Restrict. You play instant fusion, get your 1000 Eyes. 1000 Eyes can stack up something, and then you can summon your Predaplant and go into Starving Venom. So it's really nice. It's a really nice card tapping for this deck. And round up with 1 Dark Hole and 2 Twin Twisters, because a deck like this does not like to face back row in the slightest, so you want to get rid of it. And then for the traps I only play 4, which is 1 Warning, 1 Eradicator. We're a dark based deck, and Eradicator is so strong in this format. And a little tech that I like to play now is 2 Polynosis. Polynosis is basically just a solemn warning for plants. If you control a plant type monster, and when a monster is normal or special summon or sperm trap cards activated, tribute the plant, negate the summon or activation if you destroy it. So with like everything other than 4 cards in your deck are plants, and you've also got your Chimera Ecclesias, Polynosis is always live, so I just thought it would be a nice little fun tech card to play, and so far it's been doing quite nicely. And if you tribute Chimera Ecclesia on the next standby phase, you get a fusion card in your deck, so it's a little bit of consistency combo. Which, speaking of extra deck, moving on to 3 Predaplant Chimera Ecclesia. It's probably your first and primary go-to other than Starving Venom. You can banish a monster on the field that's level 7 or below, and every time it battles opponent's monster until the end of the battle phase, their monster loses 1000 and you gain 1000. So, and then when it's sent to the graveyard on the next standby phase, you search your deck for anything with fusion in its name. So it's consistency, it's a beta, it's removal, it's an amazing card. 2 Starving Venom, probably much the boss monster of the extra deck and the deck itself. On summon, you can target. On summon, it gains the attack points of 1 monster the opponent controls to the end of the turn. And then once per turn, you can target 1 monster on your opponent's field. It gains its name and abilities to the end of the turn. And when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can just when it's destroyed. In fact, it doesn't even have to be sent to the graveyard. So if it's bottomless, it still gets the effect where it destroys every monster your opponent controls. Amazing card, love it. You can get some like nice OTKs or just massive damage. 1 Greedy Venom, you rarely get to summon this card out, but you have to play it in my opinion. So its requirements are a Predaplant monster and a level 8 or higher Dark Kite monster, which really is just Starving Venom. But you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, its effects negated, and its attack becomes 0, and when it is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can destroy all monsters on the field, and if you do, you can banish a level 8 or higher from the graveyard and special summon it. So it's recovery, it's destruction, it's a massive beat stick. And 2000 Eyes restricts to round up all the fusions. And being a link-based deck, you will be playing the 2 Link Spiders, Deco Talkers, and then if you want to, you could play Honeybot. I mean, you have room. But no, these are the ones you really be playing. As many link spiders as you can. You can bump this up to 3. The extra is quite really open. And you can play 2 decodes. This is all for the go-through play. And with the go-throughs, there are tuners, so you can throw in some generic synchros in here. You can go into 8s, I think. You can go into 8s, you can go into 7s. So you can throw in like a Black Rose Dragon. Is actually a really nice card in this deck because you can actually then use its second ability, being all plants. And the Moonlight's also really nice, and basically any generic level 8. Stardust Dragon is actually a really nice card in this format, with all the card effect destructions. But that's the deck. Hope you all enjoyed it. This is the Predaplants ready for link format. Not much has really changed. If you have a Predaplant deck already, just practice with go through and splash it in there. You can play at the moment, and you're ready to go. Yes.
So that's it with Joe's Predaplant deck profile. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to our channel. Please check out our Facebook page. Link will be in the description down below. And as always guys, happy dueling!
If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available. We've got more deck profiles, pack openings and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button right in the bottom left hand corner.